Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Okay. I think you're just going to go to their website
Oh, yeah.
and just go to their forms.
Okay, let's see.
So I will leave this with you so you will remember that part of that. So. And then my last thing on that, I guess we're still waiting, right, for Lynn? My last thing on that is we need do we have the MOU between, do we have an MOU with Grand and San Juan with that money that we let them take for that grant money?
Let me look on that and see
We're having to
we
flex
brought
some
it through
muscles with,
commission meetings.
we're having to flex some muscle with Grand because we've got this group. Well, Bill's really going towards us, and so we're trying to outline all. Hello, how are you? With UDOT and on the line, but then we have these trail groups.
Yeah.
And then they start having announcing a ribbon cutting, and I'm kind of like, I don't think so. So we're really trying.
Let me look at it and see
We're
that.
creating the structure of the steps, and once we do that, I will give that to everyone. We're trying to work with him with UDOT to create the structure of the steps,
Okay.
so everyone knows what
Yeah.
they are. And it's taking just
Go
a
back
lot
through
of
and
time.
pull what I've got.
Okay, but we
From
do
that
need that,
discussion.
especially because.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
So
No beso, no mucho beso.
and so they asked me, and I said yes, I will ask for that. I figure we have something that
Yeah, I'll
talks
go
about
back to
that
that
somewhere.
discussion and see if it was an actual contract. There's a multi-year contract that we have that won't be.
Okay.
We are off mute.
So we are ready?
You're just a man of many languages, you know that? Huh?
I triggered record already.
Yeah,
on
you
there.
did.
How many do you know?
You know? So my dad used to speak Navajo to us when we were kids.
Oh, that's good.
And he'll speak it a little bit here and there, but he's lost a ton of it.
So we all set?
Yes.
Okay, we would like to call this meeting to order. This meeting is a Board of Commission meeting for December 30, 2025 at 6 o'clock. And we'll have roll call.
Commissioner Mon here.
Commissioner Harvey, present.
Commissioner Stubbs here. So we would like to have a volunteer to say the invocation. Thank you.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this night. As leaders in San Juan County, we ask for thy spirit to guide us here in this meeting. Please bless the commissioners that they can feel thy guidance, thy inspiration as they oversee the affairs of San Juan County. We are so grateful for this county. We're grateful for the freedoms we have here, for the homes we have here. Please bless it. Please bless our leaders. We love thee and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you. We'll stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Harris, you want to lead us?
Okay.
Thank you.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah. Okay, one the time to match the public hearing part of the meeting?
Okay, this one here, we need a motion to go into public hearing.
Okay, so I'll make a motion, do we have a motion to go to public hearing?
Motion.
I will second the motion to go into public hearing.
All in favor say aye.
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 Okay, there's two parts to your meeting tonight. This first piece, the CDBG hearing, requires its own separate meeting and its own separate minutes for HUD. So the housing and urban development require it to be separate, and so that's kind of why you see the separation tonight on your agenda and that. And so basically what this is the public hearing is to hear from the public of any possible CDBG projects that they would like the county to apply to. This isn't the county's opportunity to say what we're going to apply for. This is really the public's opportunity to come before you and tell you what they would want the county to apply for or what they see as possibilities in applications. There's a broad range under the CDBG program that can be applied for. It's not limited to the construction of public works and facilities, water and sewer lines, fire stations, acquisitions of real property, and provisions of public services such as food banks and homeless shelters. Like I'd mentioned, this is just an opportunity to hear from the public itself. And so with that, I turn it over to you to invite any members of the public that would like the county to apply for CDBG funds.
A wish list. Do we have anybody here or anybody online?
Nobody's signed up on the sheet. You I have one individual online.
Okay.
And if you're online, just a heads up, if you're online wishing to make a public comment on here, or not a public comment, just a public statement or public's desires during this public hearing, you can do so by raising your hand and then unmuting yourself if you're online wishing to make a comment regarding what we should do. Not seeing the hand raise. That would be it for your public hearing.
So we exit and go back to original. We have a motion to exit.
So I make a motion to exit public hearing regarding the CBDG funding.
We have a second.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes.
Okay.
So now we are back into,
Now you're back in your commission meeting, and all we need is a motion to adjourn.
okay, do we have another motion? Roger,
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second the motion.
all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. So we are into
Okay.
the second meeting.
You're out of that one. Now you're into your second meeting.
That was easy.
I know, so
So we
weird.
go in the same procedure, okay.
So this
Well,
one, just starting out, same.
Okay, we'd like to welcome to our Board of Commission meeting on December 30th, 2025 at 6:10 p.m. And we'll call the meeting to order. And roll call.
Commissioner Harvey present.
Commissioner Mon here.
Commissioner Stubbs here. And then we turn the time to Mac for public hearings.
Okay, this one you have 3 public hearings, and each of them have to be separate. And so this first one is a public hearing for the 2025 budget appropriation request, any additional requests in there, budget increases that are funded through new revenue or monies unspent. So this is kind of overall the finalization of 2025's budget. With that being said, we do need a motion to enter into this public hearing.
I'll make a motion to go into the public hearing.
We have a second.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor say aye.
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 So we are into a public hearing.
Yeah, so typically in the past, we've just kind of given a description, kind of a brief summary of the 2026 budget. So we can turn our attention over to Lyman. He can explain it, and then if there are any public comments for it, then you can turn their attention to the public.
So I'll go to the 2025 budget. Is that
Correct,
okay?
yeah, and I have it online as well.
Okay. Very good. Been working on this budget for some time, and it's for the 2025. We didn't have a mid-year budget adjustment. It just kept getting moved on, and then finally Mac and I agreed that let's just hold it on this day, December 30th. And so I went through all the departments to make sure that they were under budget, and if they needed additional budget, I just hedged them up a little bit to make sure they'd fall within the parameters of our audit, which is a big part, and also the budget presentation for the public. And so we were able to go through all of the different funds, operating fund with all of its different departments that we have, and also then we moved into the B Road Fund and Public Health Fund and capital projects. We had a lot of funds here that we went through. Emergency services, and ended up with, I believe, libraries, our library fund. So all of them are positive, and there shouldn't be any items that are concerned for the audit or our work. So the budgets fit within that. And I think since the year's over tomorrow, most of our attention now is just going to go to the 2026 budget. So if you have any questions, I know I glossed through 63 pages in just a few seconds, but
So on our approved for expenditures was 8.2. Is that the? I'm on page 23. I don't know how my readers. I can't even see it. Thank you. And let's see. So I guess
you're in the B run.
yeah, I am on the B fund. So
Okay,
lead me to our final. Which page is our final? Like kind of our overview.
They go fund by fund.
So we don't have the full. So it's all
They
fund by
did-
fund.
And all funds went to zero.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so we balance out each on there. If you look at your screen for the B fund, if there's excess funds that are remaining,
Yeah.
we left that as excess. And like if you look at, let me switch to the general fund.
Oh yeah, that's better.
If there's excess in a fund at the end of the year,
We're rolling into general,
you
aren't
see
we?
this negative amount down there, and then so that's kind of what we would do with excess funds for them next year after they get through the audit and finalization. Then he will have this positive number that we will turn into a negative, which will create a positive in revenue. And so that hasn't been done yet for all of the funds, especially where his is so large and his expenditures for December may be also large. And so we just left it as a positive number.
So Lyman, on the because when we met yesterday morning, we talked about not all the revenue in, but of course the revenue that will come in March will be considered for 2026.
Yes. No.
Okay. Or do you still count that for 2025?
2025 if the work occurred in 2025.
Okay.
We matched the work and the revenue together.
So I guess what I'm saying is how do we know exactly where to make this work without knowing exactly those numbers? We just did it to the best of what we could.
Yes.
Correct.
So what we're
Yep.
talking
Okay.
about.
All right. And I know we kind of had some of that discussion
We did.
yesterday, but just want to double check.
And after the audit, when the audit adjustments are in, then we will look back into the first half of 2026 and try to determine, is this what we wanted it to be?
Okay. Okay.
It just,
There will be revenue that'll also still come in
Right.
it'll come in 2026, but it'll be 2025. So I've submitted, just for example, grant reimbursements for like Montezuma Creek. also the economic mobility that come from the Department of Workforce Services through the NRF system.
Right.
Those reimbursements haven't come in yet,
Okay.
but they were expended in 2025 and would be applied to 2025.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little bit fluid. This number at the end of the day, how much we're taking out of the LATCF revenue,
Mm-hmm.
will also change appropriately. And then if we budgeted, say the salaries come in at a lower
Will you stop right there 1 sec?
amount.
Just while we're on the LATCF.
Yeah.
So we had adopted, but we actually did not end up using any of that at this point.
In 2026.
2025.
In the 2025, we had to use 795,000
But
to make it balance.
to make it balance, but we still have revenue
Yes.
coming in for the next
Yes,
3 months. So that will
100%.
decrease that.
Correct. Yep.
Gotcha.
That's correct. So we just kind of I just use this as the balancing
Okay.
to zero that out. But
Okay.
knowing that if salaries are too high and we don't spend all of the salaries in December, that will create a positive number, or they don't spend all that they had in travel, that will create a positive. And so where these books aren't closed until about March, then there will be some fluidity in those numbers.
So do we typically look at that in March, the end of March, or I mean, do we typically go back and look at like the year behind 2025 so we can see the clear picture? I mean, because I know we're moving forward, but it's better to have. I would like to see the clear picture of what will really happen in the end of March, April-ish.
Yeah.
If we can for 2025,
Yes.
that would
Yeah,
be
you do
helpful. Do we do that normally? Can we
you
do
would
that?
see it like this, how you have the 2023 actual, 2024 actual. Each quarter,
So we'll see the
Lyman
actual.
brings it in, so you'll see where we end up after the first quarter
Yep,
of next
that's what
year.
I want to see.
You'll
Okay.
see that 2025 actual on
Okay.
there.
I just want to make a comment for the public. The process that we go through, the departments come, they have a time, and we sit here in the computers and we go through their budget, we look at that. Then we met, and Mac was there, and commissioners were there, Lima was there, and then we came another time and we spent time with Lyman, and we look at the wish list basically, and we went over that. And so it's a long process. There's lots of numbers, and so I felt really good about what we have accomplished. I think was a very exercise of unity, I think, as we work. Don't you feel, Commissioner Mann, as we sat there with
I think we
Lyman.
went and met about 4
Yeah, well,
times.
yeah.
We
Oh,
met a
yeah.
lot.
we met
But yeah,
a
it
lot.
was great. You're right.
Yeah,
It was
we
good.
got to where we can be in the same page, which is a good thing to be able to say in the end. And like we said, there's still some numbers that are coming, and so we want to thank Lyman and Matt for they're the ones that had to help us reconcile some of these numbers. So, and the departments for putting the wish list and coming and stretching the dollars. And anyway, it was a good feeling to be part of this. And so I just want to thank those involved. And
Just a real quick question.
Yes.
to clarify. So I have a couple of grant expenditures that are still pending. Should be 2025, but they're both reimbursement plans. And I had to wait because the state library is now requiring that we do electronic.
Right.
Not just after months of working with that, they finally have that approved.
Okay.
So the revenue to reimburse won't come in until like January, February.
Yeah.
And I think in the past we've been able to reconcile and push
Yeah.
that to 2025.
And we will. We'll do that again.
Yeah, because it's you had spent the money, received the asset in 2025, it would go back to 2025.
So what's the next step, Mac? We go to,
So this one is just opening up to the public if they have any comments. Or if our one person online has
Commissioner
any
Harvey, you have a comment?
comments with this one.
Commissioner Harvey has a comment.
Couple of questions, commissioners, that I'd like to just present. The first question is, when our audit happens, what was the normal period for going through that audit for this current year's budget?
They've already scheduled a day. I believe it was in April.
Late
Is when
April.
they'll be here.
They'll be on site for 3
So
days.
right after that first quarter.
After first quarter, so the findings should be presented about May.
No, we wish.
We wish.
It's more like August, isn't it?
But they make their audit adjustments as
July.
well in here, and so know that what you approved today as your final 2025 has all those revenues and expenditures that may come out of it still, as well as their adjustments that they make to our books. And so
So tentatively, our audit should be presented back around July of next year for this
Yes,
current.
that's what we're hoping.
Okay. Second question. Well, just making sure that I'm capturing the essence of this budget we're reviewing tonight. Really, all the departments are closing out, in a sense, their budgets. And this is as of today, kind of what they're closing out in each of their departments and their funds. With the fact that December's expenses still need to be applied, possibly next month, right?
yes.
Okay. But this is to the best of our ability through the accounting department, kind of a end of the day kind of picture. That's really what we're
Correct.
kind of viewing. Okay. That's important to note. Third question is kind of a different question. SRS, is that something the county receives, or does that go straight to the school district? The SRS, that
'Cause I can see that income line in, it's like 51,000 on that. But because they approved it this year, it should change because we're gonna get 2 years of payments in 2026.
2025, yeah.
So, the school district, do they get a percentage of that SRS? I guess is what you're asking, right? Cause they get some, I don't think they get it all.
but
They get the majority of SRS, and then the county also receives a smaller percentage of that, as well as the Forest Service. And
but ultimately the county will receive it and put it into the account,
It's
and
a-
then there it's dispersed, right? Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Because I know recently those were reauthorized, like Commissioner Juan was saying. So I'm just kind of looking at it from the practicality of how that looks.
Cause it's funny, cause I wrote that same note because I hadn't thought of that till tonight, and it's gonna change
Mhm.
next year. Cause if we got 51 this year, we could get upwards of 100 and
And that's in the
100,000.
intergovernmental revenue.
Mhm.
Okay.
it's a 335 9,000.
Okay.
Right, right
Yes.
there.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Okay. Where is SRS?
So we have
339
51,400.
339 1,000 is what I'm assuming. And then there
It's over here.
Oh, 3,359,000.
Is it, yeah, so we got 51,400, but I would expect that to double
Okay.
next year to make up for those 2 years, but we only have it in our 2026 as that.
Okay. It'll
So that
change.
could really
Because
change
we-
next
Yeah.
year as
Okay.
well.
Those
Yeah.
3 years, I mean, 3 figures.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. That's all my questions, commissioners. Thank you.
So we can know.
No
Nobody
members
here,
of the
nobody
public on
online,
the
and so-
2025, and so you can go ahead and close this public hearing.
Okay, so we have a motion to close this public hearing. Number 1,
Motion to close it's the additional 2025 budget appropriation request, right? Is that what that is? Okay.
I'll second the motion.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
The motion passes. So now we need a motion.
I need to approve the adjustments now that you've had the public hearing.
Oh, you need a motion for that.
So we need a motion to.
Yeah,
Okay.
any adjustments that needed to be made.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. It passes unanimously. So now we go to the second.
This one is for the 2026.
So do we have to get out of this one to go to the second one, or we just
So,
go to
nope,
number 2?
not the meeting, you're still in as the
Okay,
Board of
so now we
Commissioners,
go
so
to
this
public
one is just,
notice number 2
Motion to go into public hearing
for number 2.
for number 2.
I'll second the motion to go into public hearing for the proposed 2026 operation and capital budget for San Juan
Okay.
County.
So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So we are here, and Mac, do we have anybody public
okay.
comment?
Same style on here is, we can have Lyman give his explanation of everything and then
Okay. As Commissioner Stubbs had mentioned, we did meet with all of the department heads and then we met again with several others that had key points that they wanted addressed and then we continued to meet to try to fit the budget inside the request. And I want everyone to know that you were heard. Not everybody got everything that they wanted, but we've made I think a good effort to try to make it work for all the departments, for all of their property, and all of their staffing requests and any pay adjustments or whatever it might be, or travel and all of that. And so the first on the column that says 2026 proposed, some of you might remember back when we were presenting everything, that was the proposed item. This column, you might have proposed something earlier in the year, and we have now adjusted to it like a second proposed. So we have a lot of revenue here, property taxes, obviously the large one for the county. We proposed $2,670,000, but I actually expect it to be more than that. And so anyway, we went through all of this. We dropped down into each department and fund and looked at what we could do and all of the issues that we addressed. And so if anyone has any questions, each fund balanced and then overall funds all balanced. And so anybody has any questions on Fund 10, the general operating fund, of which are all departments except the road and EMS, library. I'm probably forgetting one. But yeah,
Lyman, I have a question.
yes,
So, would we make the SRS adjustment or no? Or should we just wait till mid-year, till we know we've gotten the money?
we can do it mid-year. I think Mac and I were talking about this earlier. What if we had adjustments that show up in January or February, and we both agreed that in June, when we look at it again, we can make all adjustments.
Okay.
And this year we kind of got away with the elections and short staffing in my office. I pledge to be a little bit better next year and get the budget presented in July.
Sure.
And then everyone can make the adjustments, and then we'll present it and approve it, and then go on for the second half of the year.
Okay, so I would like to say this if I can, because
Yes.
Mac, you were gone yesterday, but we did have earmarked in the general fund an expenditure for, I think it was 266,722 for software maintenance. We felt like, and I guess I'm asking you, Commissioner Harvey, because this is Commissioner Stubbs and I, we felt a little bit like it does need to be earmarked, but are we really at a point where we're ready to make that decision? So I think we kind of felt that it was better that we pull it out until we have buy-in and have explored all the options, which then would roll us maybe possibly into next year and really making that decision. So that was one of the big line items that we did remove. So
And it was taken out already.
we took it out of here yesterday.
Okay.
Just because we definitely know when there needs to be an upgrade of some sort, but is it something that works for all the departments and that need it the most? Is it the timing correct? I think we felt there were too many questions unanswered to make that decision with that kind of money at
Plus
this
we
time.
thought the hours can be added in the new year.
Sure.
I mean, it still can be brought up.
Yeah.
And so we took it just to help us get to zero a little
Yeah.
quicker, I guess. But, and I think there's another thing, and another department that we had a question. Was
I think we had several, but I think Lyman took care of all those and wrote them all down
Yeah.
with those
Anyway,
departments. So, yeah.
So software is the one you guys made the adjustments on then?
It was, I think,
There's
Mac,
one
you gotta go
program
back.
They
It was,
were looking into helping
yeah, the
every department.
switching
and
out
stuff like that.
Polaris
So
for
we need to-
NetSuite,
the other one.
Oracle.
Oracle,
Yeah,
but
Oracle.
kind of having buy-in from the departments that would be using it. See if that's the very best decision without us making that decision for them, but having them have input in it as well.
Very good.
And we
Yeah,
had to involve the IT. And
Yeah.
all this.
I
Anyway, so-
I agree with that decision then.
Okay.
Because software is expensive, and if you're not going to utilize it,
Well, and like Commissioner Stubbs said, if we feel like maybe mid-year we've found something that's going to work and we make the adjustments to the budget mid-year,
Yeah.
we could always incorporate it back in if we have to.
okay.
So,
Was that under special projects?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no
Mhm.
longer there.
Got it.
So you don't see it there at all.
but that was kind of the big thing that we agreed yesterday
Yeah.
to pull. So,
Okay.
just so you know.
Mhm.
Does that affect his flow, like we're not gonna use this or we continue to, or at least for now?
That's for now, yeah.
So I don't have any other thing on the general.
Anything else on the other funds you might, the road fund, the public health fund?
Can we take a peek at the public health fund real quick?
Sure can.
Where
It's on page 25.
were there any adjustments to public health?
I didn't touch it. There's so many line items.
There was an adjustment I noticed earlier, and I didn't know if that took place this year. So this year, 2025, we were at $163,610 on the local match requirement.
Oh, okay.
2026 has gone up to 194,310.
So that'll bring us back to above the, what was it, 50% requirement? Was it 50? 49%.
Is that what that is? Is that match take that to that minimum performance standard? Or is
Because
is by lifting that, does that take care of that problem that they talked to us about? Or I guess I don't understand what this does. This grant one does.
By increasing that,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally just the increase to the match. That's all that is.
Okay,
for.
but I guess what I'm asking is, do we have to increase that to match the grant? And why would there be an increase this year if we've had it consistent? Or do we need to keep that at 163,610 and take the additional money to match, increase the 49% regarding those employees that we got dinged on with the audit?
I don't know
are you
the
making
answer
me?
to that. So
There was two parts. There was the grant, the state grant match requirement, and then there is the item for the salaries for the key positions.
Mm-hmm.
There's the public health director, the nurse director. I know environmental health is resolved.
Mm-hmm.
So really, it's just, I'm assuming that with the general fund, that brings us to the required state match. That's part one. Part two is we were going to look at some numbers from the key positions from other rural health, public health entities to determine what numbers would take us to the required full funding of the key positions. And I don't think we've touched that yet.
So, did you see the email from Mike
That-
Moulton?
They just came
That just
yesterday.
came.
Or this morning. I think
Yeah.
This morning.
And he sent the
Anyway, but-
template, but I don't think we've
I don't
worked
think
with that.
we finally receiving what the audit says. So we cannot, we didn't have the information for us to proceed on fixing that yet.
I know.
We-
I know the positions we were going to compare to just barely came in, so that's something we're probably going to need to
Yeah. well,
kind of look into. But I don't want to hold it up
Yeah. Well,
tonight.
Well, this, yeah, we have to address what, Mike,
But given the current amount that we have proposed for 2026, we can make in a couple of months, huh?
Because we figured it was about 30-some thousand.
Right.
You're right. So if that does that, that would bring that up to that, what those audit standards were.
Okay.
I think that's what when we discussed that, that's what we came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked that in our first meeting.
Yeah, we did.
You're
You're
right.
right.
The state match does help. That's good. We're now at the state match requirement.
Okay.
So the next topic for the next month or
It's the
two
audit report.
is the other salary adjustments for the key positions. Okay. If that's
So is that
the
the
direction.
amount?
We think we were close. We thought that's about where it should be.
Okay.
But I think we'll have to adjust it.
Lyman, are those your notes in Polaris?
They are.
They are.
Yes, I put,
So where did you get the 58? Was that the adjustment for those? Because you had
I remember,
135.
I remember us talking, all of us
Yeah,
talking about that.
yeah.
I think
So
so.
I wonder if that's it.
I think
that
it
we-
is.
And
Okay.
that's what we came up with.
We threw out so many numbers, but I think that's what we came with. It was about 30. It was about 30-some thousand to
Okay.
meet
So
that.
you're at 58,000
Audit
for the
agreement.
increase, Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is all inclusive then.
I think so.
Should
As
take
far
care
as-
of that.
As far as
Oh,
the
we're hoping.
information we had at the time.
I don't know how
because
else we figured it
We
out.
did not know much about the
Me
audit.
neither.
I
Okay.
got
To wait.
some informal information until we got the
All right.
actual information this morning.
Yeah. What-
10 o'clock, something like that, I came.
I'm comfortable with that, and maybe when we submit our response, we'll get confirmation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay. We're Friday.
Any other questions?
Nice.
Any
wanna
questions?
see the
Any
fund?
Took
question?
over public comment.
Did you want to see your fund?
I just would, it hasn't gotten to the
got your revenue here, and at the top, governmental revenue, and so we drop on down. Probably what you're interested in is adjustments for labor. Is it? Okay, there we go. And so some of the concerns that you had were maintenance department was, through the accounting department, had made some decisions to allocate individual FTEs to the library. And then later there was an intergovernmental transfer that came about. I removed the intergovernmental transfer. That will come out later, and we'll base it on most likely a square footage footprint of all properties maintained by the county. And so
And will that intergovernmental be under the library system budget or under the amendments? Right now it's under the library system budget, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's where it will.
most likely,
Looks like.
yeah.
And we'll get a copy of
Yeah.
this.
In fact, I should have it on the website tomorrow, and then I'll also start sending it out to department heads to look at and utilize and plan for.
Nicole, one thing we found when we were digging into your expenditures coming out of your salaries from individual branches, you do have a couple part-time employees that are coded into the branches, not into the library system. And so that's why it was set up before I got here, but in digging deeper into that overall number, their expenses hitting the branch, not the library system GL code. And so that is something we can update in 2026, depending on what you would like.
So the library staff, not maintenance staff.
Library staff
Was
is hitting the
not-
salary,
Was actually coming out of,
the branch salary rather than the library system salary.
do you know which ones or how many?
I could, there's like 2 or 3 of them.
That
Is
would
that-
make sense because our salary, I'm like, why are we so much lower than what I was
Right,
anticipating?
Cause that was one thing we discovered when we were going through it, was for whatever reason, when they were set up, when they first started, and this is before I was ever here.
Yeah, when I get my detail, like when Lyman sends out the detail, it of course doesn't give you the name of it.
Right.
It just gives, so that would, why it's not.
But we can get that updated so it is now hitting, all the salaries are hitting the same place.
For this library stuff.
Right,
Okay,
right.
that would be good. And it may have been that it kind of crossed over, I think when Dustin was the director, and then it switched with Pat. All the library branches were separate. They had even, apart from the maintenance, they had the maintenance, but then each branch was also separate. Collection development, everything, and then maybe it just, there was a few that got missed and didn't get
Right.
transferred all over to the system.
I just want to make a comment. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard because many of us are temporary here. You know, things happen, we pass things, and then we move on. And we don't have, like in a business, somebody that's been there, everybody been there for a long time. So things happen, and somebody new come, and we don't know the things that have been created. And so I felt really good how when we met, 3 or 4 of us, and we've been searching for the rabbit hole. And we sit down here with Sam and Mac and Lyman, and we found that finding what was creating this imbalance. And so now that we have that, we have a way that we can fix some things will take time. But I just wanna say that, you know, it's not intentional whatever happened, it's just kind of just the nature of the beast in a way. The people come and go, administrators come and go, and HR people come and go, and commissioners, and everybody come and go, and only the people, they're here for a long time probably know that, and it took a while to figure out what was the problem. And we sat here and we had one mission to find what, and we found it just in time for commission meeting to start, and then for some, he says we're spinning, and he's been, hopefully we're all gonna be better off. Go ahead.
Is there any way I could get a closer, like, do you have a copy that I
Can
can
she
look
look
Yes, you
at
can
the-
have my copy.
just real quick?
Did you look at
It's at
2026?
the back.
Yeah, it's
58, 59, and 60.
You want 2026 or 2025?
For 2026,
Yeah, you can-
and also
58, 59, 60.
It's I think it's on the last page, one of the last pages,
Yeah,
library,
58 in the beginning.
page 58.
and my understanding is the maintenance, that's just a work in that's still being fine tuned for.
Yeah,
Yeah, the intergovernmental will stop until, and Sam has been working on a spreadsheet that we'll probably look at and work on, and then adopt that as kind of an internal document on how we allocate plant maintenance.
and because of budget hearing and preparation, we haven't had time to look at that, but
So
We'll
the,
keep
the
your-
maintenance that you've got now, is that possibly gonna, or is that what you're looking at, like for maintenance for the, just for instance, for the library building, it's at 56,000? Just the maintenance?
once you're in the library.
So
now.
those should be the same from your original proposal. What will change is we're putting the maintenance in its own fund. And so you're going to be charged a maintenance allocation. So you'll no longer see maintenance salaries in your budget in come January. That will all be taken out. Utilities, all of that will then go into Fund 15. And so in he will have it separated out according to the building types and that in his fund. And then you will then start to see this contribution coming out of the library funds into Fund 15. So there'll be a transfer of library tax funds into 15. Now the difficulty that we're in is you also see there's a transfer from general fund in 2026 of 101,000. So the general fund is adding to your budget now, and then you're also going to see this outflow from your budget into Fund 15
To the maintenance.
for the maintenance side of it. That way, you'll never get this loophole where employees are also coming out of this maintenance salary and maintenance employees are coming out of the maintenance salary. It'll make it cleaner for you at the end of the year. And Sam's got it broken based off of square footage, kind of like how you guys had thought originally as well. So we'll be charging all of the departments in the county for maintenance across the board per that square footage rate that he's developed. And then all of that will be contributing in to Fund 15, which is the new fund for maintenance. So we'll be able to track,
This,
you know,
sorry, this 2026 proposed, it's even higher than what the 2025 actual.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why it's even higher?
For salaries?
what?
For the whole, like, Monticello Library building overall is 6,000 more
From what?
from.
Read off a number, will ya?
Yeah.
Which
So,
account are you looking at?
I'm looking at the Monticello Library building.
Okay.
So 2025 actual, I'm just looking at the total overall, not
Mhm.
including the utilities, just the whole total for the Monticello on page 58. It goes over to 59. 25 actual as of year to date, I'm sure that'll change, is 73, and now in 2026, the proposal is 79,000. So instead of,
Okay.
it going down like we requested. I believe I requested that that it was like 35,000 and we're all.
So
Yeah, and I think I missed some information there between visiting with you and Sam, just how much that would go. So I left it the same.
Okay.
And
Then-
so
okay,
you're,
And the blanding is gone up 9,000.
Yes.
Satellite
But
has gone up
isn't that
2,000.
because that's
so
because of
It's
3%?
forecasted.
Yeah. No, what will happen is that we'll make an adjustment at mid-year and pull it back down.
We haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
So this,
I know,
this,
so
it sounds like Lenny
Surprise
has
her.
she's
put this,
confused. Should we
these
ask her
numbers
that?
together based on the
I'll
current
ask
year
her.
and past years.
Yeah.
This is not taking into account any of
I'll
the
ask Lyman.
changes that we're making.
Yeah.
That I have built. So just for your, so the spreadsheet that I put together and developed with square footage rates and everything. So you're basically what I'm looking at, and I don't know if this is absolutely final, but what I'm looking at for all of your libraries, so all of the maintenance supplies, custodial supplies, buildings and grounds, utilities, everything, all inclusive.
Salaries and.
Yes,
and your-
for
okay.
all three of your library locations comes up to about $74,000.
Oh, okay. That's a big difference.
And that's
Like,
what I had figured. I don't know if it's gonna be the final yet,
right.
but that's,
Fine tune. That is a big difference.
yeah,
Okay.
so, yeah, about 37 or 38,000 for each Monticello and Blanding libraries and just over 2,000 for Bluff Library.
Okay. So, and I'm sorry to take time on this. Not I can answer this. So when you say that there's general funds right now sitting there to kind of shore us up,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, once we get those final numbers, that won't be the case. We won't have to be shored up. Our goal is for us to be independent, so we're not dependent on. And so we want to know how much more frugal do we need to be, how much more do we need to, so we're not dependent on the general fund. We're hoping to just be
Yeah,
independent.
and
of our own
you
funds.
know,
Is that-
because we haven't had time to meet since we discovered that one, because this with other things. You know, we don't have all the answer. We had to bring it to the table and figure out the answers. But it's gonna be a fair answer.
All right.
And so, and I hopefully it'd be win instead of being this way. Where some can win, we all can win. But it'll take a little bit of time for us to kind of figure it out, but hopefully we'll be all happy in the end. Thank you.
So Nicole, you had questions on the salary, correct? At the top, why that had gone up.
Yeah, so the salary,
So the reason that number goes up, because that's the consideration of the 3% COLA.
the 3%, sorry,
The 3% COLA,
hold up.
The cost of living.
increase for employees.
Yeah, it's gonna be a race.
Oh, okay.
In
So
fact,
that's
some
number
people get-
reflects that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's just okay,
Yeah,
okay. And again, it's not the real number, because it'll be adjusted once you've got the maintenance. And
Yes.
it should look more like around 80,000 total.
That's what I expect based on
Utilities
what
and
we've done thus
salaries.
far.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
With the
that's
understanding that
everything.
is a rough.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I understand
So,
that.
so of that, and even go, back to, Tranner really is the one that found a lot of it. We worked that, $166,000 figure that you had come up with. We looked at it from the other end, from what were how much were the maintenance employees actually being paid on the payroll side
Okay,
from that budget.
right.
And we came up with like 72 to 74,000 of that
Yeah.
166. So the rest of that 166 was somewhere else, whether that's library employees or something else. We didn't have access to that information,
Oh.
but only about 72 or 74,000 of that 166 was actually being paid to maintenance department
So they're
employees.
not, if the rest might be library employees, that would be a concern because we're
Yeah.
not off that much with.
It know that
Okay.
all of that is, like I said, I don't have really access to that detail on that budget,
Okay.
but we were just looking at it from what was actually being paid to the maintenance department employees on the payroll side, and where those expenses were coming
So
from
who would have
that budget.
the details on that?
We can,
You can obtain
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We
And then
can,
you can get actually
But-
what was showing up as a maintenance salary was, we can figure out exactly how much that should have gone. And who that was not being included on a library
Right,
staff.
right.
We can
But-
figure that out. Or you guys-
But moving forward, you're not gonna see any of that. You're just gonna see one lump sum
that will come
going
out.
from the libraries to the Fund 15 facilities maintenance, and that will be all inclusive of salaries, like I said, buildings and grounds, utilities, everything.
One other question while we're there is there some way we could also get like utilities so we can see, like we had that issue this year where we had that thermostat stuck, like, and so you were concerned because our bill had gotten quite up and louding. We were turning it down, and every time we'd turn it, it was actually going up, and so for about 2 weeks, I think we had. Anyway, I'm just wondering, can we get a copy of utilities or things like that that are consistent for our records so we can,
So
is that something?
that's some of the details that we're still working through on all of that, and how all of that is going to work.
Okay,
But typically, when you have an organization with a whole bunch of different facilities spread across multiple departments, and you have a facilities department, all building operations and expenses and everything are handled and managed from that single department. And so that's what we're trying to move to. It's more of kind of an industry standard in how things are done, and it's just much more clear, much more clean. We don't, if we change over staff, it'll be a lot more clear as to how things are running and,
I guess what I'm asking is if, once we get a detailed budget, can we track month to month,
I will be tracking that within my department.
like we can see?
And so I'll be
Okay.
tracking that, so if there are issues like that come up, I saw that through the utility bills, so that same thing will happen.
Okay.
If I see a concern with a higher than expected utility bill, then we'll explore and see if there's an explanation for it, see if there's something that needs to be taken care of, just like we did in that situation.
So you're gonna have to remember, though, there will be an adjustment to your library system salaries, because those people will come out of the building salary and have to be migrated into your systems budget.
Okay, so will that be a separate line?
Nope.
It'll all be under salaries?
It should have always been that way, and it
So we
hasn't
won't
been.
be able to see what is just library staff and what's maintenance staff? Is that what you're saying?
We'll pull the maintenance staff out.
yeah. You're
But-
not gonna,
It wouldn't make sense to keep those other
You're
two
saying the ones that
individuals.
should have been
Yeah.
all the time.
Yes,
Right, okay,
yep,
yeah.
so we're gonna have to adjust those down,
Yeah,
to your systems budget.
By quite a bit.
and that's
We can-
probably
We
why.
can have those adjusted for payroll next week.
So we could, that would.
Well, your next week will still be December.
Yeah,
It would be your
Split,
January.
it'll be a
Split month,
month.
yeah.
Right,
Accrual on one side,
Yep.
accrual on the other.
right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you'd wanna make sure that January is adjusted for that. So you'll just have to watch it on your budget to make sure that there's no employees being pushed to
so
landing.
the best thing is just to remember that some of the numbers are raised and the rest we're figuring it out.
All right, thank you.
And then you'll be at the table all the time. Lots of us that were not in the beginning, including Turner, the other commissioner, and so, anyway, so what do we do now? Do we do a motion?
I don't know if you wanted to look at any other.
I don't have any other questions on the other funds.
I think I'm good with the adjustments and the proposed amounts for now.
Oh, I do have one question back on the general.
Yeah.
We are, Oh, we're in negative.
So
We got to make that zero though.
We do have to make that a 0.
Do we do that right now?
Yeah, we can.
Well, who doesn't want 2025? How do we make that a 0?
Type in 2425 right there, just as a holder. Lyman.
2425?
Oh,
Yeah, keep on going.
Oh.
25. It just wigged out, and then enter.
okay.
There we go.
There we go. Now I'm good.
Because I
Are
was
you
hitting
ready
on
for us
that
to
one
go
as
out
well.
of public?
So
Okay.
on.
Oh, I think stuff.
So you do have at the bottom showing those transfer amounts that are going to like EMS and your tort liability, which is your insurance. And then you've got the transfer to health of 194, the library 101, and then the MBA, which is a loan payment 24705. So those are coming out of your general funds into other funds. So that's something just to keep in mind. As we go through and make the maintenance adjustments, we'll pull all those in beginning January into Fund 15. And so right now you don't see anything filled out, but that's if we filled this out now, it screws up everything from going backwards in time. And so we wanted to have a hard demarcation in the budget. So starting January, we'll start to fill out this fund. And so we'll have those adjustments in there. We looked at kind of the overall budget, and we think that there's enough room in the salaries for the salary adjustments without having to go through each fund, each department, and doing the cost of living increases of 3%. And so if you are to approve that today, we do need to make note of that. There were some changes through HR that we had to make as well in this budget, and so we just need to kind of have that discussion of which changes you wanted in personnel or department changes, things like that within this budget, so that's incorporated and included.
You have those, Trevor?
I talked to him about a couple of those. I think you guys are aware. And I don't know exactly which one, Mac, you're talking about, but public health, I believe.
So if we make the public health the 4 positions to meet the audit requirements on those adjustments, so those should be included in here.
So I think we agree that if we had made an adjustment within the year to a department, then they are not included in the 3%. Is that what we're talking about?
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
So yes.
And
Okay.
then if there are people, they are in training, and when they finish their training, they'll get a bump. So without naming names, anyway, they will automatically get a raise when they get a certificate or whatever that the training is.
Yeah.
So that would
Yeah.
be their bump.
So for example, you approved the salary increases for the sheriffs, and so let me extend that sentence further. So it was the sheriff's deputies and corrections officers that are on that scale. So because you approved that scale in October, we wouldn't be increasing their cost of livings because theirs will be targeted from that October to October. So in anticipation of 2026, the sheriffs would receive another increase on that pay scale in October. And so that kind of helps clarify
that's
that one.
As we look at the department to be able to afford a 3%
Yes.
raise,
Yep.
which is something that we wanted to do for for the people that work at the county. We didn't want to do double. We're just trying to be able to afford to do it. We needed to look at those.
Yes, yep. So for those that aren't on that pay scale, for example, if it's like the cook,
Mhm.
the cook isn't on the pay scale, so because of that, the cook will receive a 3% cost of living
Mhm.
come January.
Mhm.
And so just wanted to make sure that that was clarified and on the record as well.
Yeah.
And then, with that being said, there was a request in the budget for, I think you heard it when I wasn't here yesterday. So a migration of the cadastral mapper down
Yes, we
to
talked about all that.
We
the
talked-
surveyors.
Yeah.
And then, so in the recorder's office, you would have 2 full-time and 1 part-time.
Is that how we decide? Or we
So anyone that we did that but increased that, then they're made whole. Now,
Okay.
if we made that position, or if we're helping with that position, but they're at the same salary, they get the 3%.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was
yeah,
on the record as
that's
well.
what
Yeah.
we talked about.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
So say that one more time, Lauren.
So, for example, like I can't remember all the details. We can't remember all the details. We arranged it with
We're
Lyman,
trying
but
to figure out how we can keep Jacob's coming back.
yeah.
Right.
And so the salary that Stacy's getting, it's going to Jacob. So, but now,
Right. And so,
But Stacy would get a 3% because she's helping with that, but she's not getting. She's helping, but she's not. Now Devlin, on the other hand, is a different story because of that
Right.
situation.
yeah,
So that he's not included in that. So anyone that was made whole throughout the
and I try to
year,
figure out what they were
is
giving.
not.
What we giving her? 30,000? Was it 30,000 to
I
help
don't
with
know.
a part time?
yeah,
it would
yes,
just
yes.
be her wage plus the 3%.
No, it was. Oh, stars! I can't remember. Lyman, do you remember everything we
I'm
talked
trying
about?
to remember.
I mean, it
But
made
it's already
it made
included in here,
sense.
right?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
we
We made everything
we
in
sat down
there.
and
Okay.
did the figure.
Okay.
with,
Yeah.
It seems like
Cindy.
you said we're taking 52 from hers and
Yes.
moving it to the surveyors.
Yep.
Why
Okay.
Yeah.
50 to include that?
And then we had the 30 or whatever it was. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we
And
figured
so-
it all out
Okay.
So
yesterday.
she was happy. that we
Mhm.
talk about all the possibilities,
Mhm.
and everybody, we keep everybody.
Yeah.
And instead of having a full position for her place, she wants just part time. And some reason I thought she was asking for $30,000.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
adjusted that.
We adjusted
Okay.
that.
Yep. And she said it was right because she sat here and watched us put it in. Correct?
Yeah.
She said it was right.
Yeah.
So
and
we're
she
saying
came
yeah.
in-
No, that's fine as long as.
Huh?
She,
So the back end of it, did we just move that into the surveyor's budget?
Yes.
Or are we pulling from the?
We rolled it into surveyors.
Yeah.
We worked
Yeah.
both budgets.
so the money is going to
Yeah.
And so she was here early and
Mhm.
brought that book for you.
Yes. Thank you.
Anyway, and she says she'll be watching.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yep.
don't know if it's just
Let me see if she
But
text
anyway,
anything.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that was just noted on the record that
Yeah,
there was that adjustment and change in personnel from the surveyor's office of 4 full times,
yeah.
and then
And she
you have
said
2.5 in recorders.
She said that. Don't take his name, Dylan. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
Because yep.
gonna,
So his is an
get
adjustment.
a 30-day notice, and so he'll
Mhm.
be working into to January, February 1st or something like that. In that kind of
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he would transition to the GIS.
I don't think so. I think he is done.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Okay. I'm lost.
so
Sorry, I'm just trying to catch
between Devlin and Stacy,
Yes.
and then Jacob coming back, they have enough help and support for the GIS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good on it.
Okay.
As far as I know, we are good on them. Yep.
Are there any other changes? So we did have that.
Because we went through each department, and Tranner knows each department, so I don't think anything
Like
else was missed.
Economic development
Oh.
and visitor services.
Yes, we made that whole
Oh,
So
a
they're
whole
not-
Meaning what?
as
For
department head.
For
Okay,
both.
so they will transition from their current positions
Uh-huh.
to a director position
Yep.
Yeah,
But not the 3%.
and no 3%.
No.
not
And you
3%.
had the adjustments to their
Yes.
budget. Trainer's got those.
Yes,
Well, we need to,
Lyman's
we
got
need to,
those.
Lyman's adjustment,
Lyman has those.
Okay.
which I need.
so
I
we
need
did
to give
both departments.
Lyman and get the final numbers because I wasn't in on any of the presentations,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
So-
that's where I'm out of the loop. is-
Well, that's where you're gonna come in now. No, they will.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'll be part of the loop, but I gotta
Yeah.
get with Lyman to be part of the loop. just to
Surprise.
see
Okay.
Yeah, and
what we're approving at, what number.
so as far as the new department, two new departments,
So you
I
got
don't know if
economic
we have
development
actually, I
and
don't know if we
visitor
actually
service
have the
separation.
salary.
Two different directors
Mhm.
and the appropriate salaries for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we had to make the adjustment for the salary, and we
Okay.
didn't have that, but we did approve
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
that we are giving the wish list without the 3% because automatically by being director, I mean, head of
There's
the
an
department.
increase
Mhm.
there.
There's an
then I get
increase.
We're trying to figure out how to save in some places so other places can get some.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are there any other personnel changes that I'm missing? In any other departments?
I don't think so.
So the planning one wasn't,
Planning and
Plant
zoning.
maintenance,
Pardon me?
Yeah, maybe- I mean,
Oh, yeah.
plant maintenance.
which one?
We have Sam's department.
Sam's
and what
the-
we're approving in the budget.
I didn't just sign on
So,
that one.
yeah, so his,
Because he was just hired
his
on.
adjustment is a salary range slide.
Information technology
And
and
those-
non-departmental.
That's James.
So it won't be a 3%
a,
cost of living increase, it'll
You
be
want us,
a new range.
Right.
Okay,
And that's what we'd anticipate.
This hasn't been at
Yeah.
this for 6
Yeah.
months.
thanks for
Yeah.
bringing that one
We're
up.
waiting on.
I know
what the
that
budget-
he wanted some
Okay,
computer, I mean, some,
what they're-
But what about that with the 3%?
okay, so those should be built in here
Yeah,
in
just-
Sam's
Right.
new
that's a
budget
question we
as
can.
well.
That, yeah,
I don't know.
that spreadsheet reflects those,
Yeah,
all
I-
those proposed changes to the.
Okay,
I guess
okay.
we can talk about that after, I guess.
Yeah. but we're
IT,
gonna-
the IT, we have a question about the IT.
Okay.
Is he getting a bump after so many months
He
automatically?
would just
going
get the 3% cost of living increase.
How long has he been with us?
3-4
Yeah,
months?
he's probably going on 4 months.
So we're trying
He
to figure out
started
if
before
he
Vicky.
would.
Vicky hits 4 months next week.
The what,
So
sorry?
he started before Vicky, and Vicky hits her 4-month mark next.
Yeah.
3-month mark.
I guess we
So-
make them all in January. So we're not
The
piecemealing them.
Cost of living,
Yeah.
3%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else that we need to just
The meeting is recorded. You could go back and listen.
state on the record? I just don't wanna leave anyone out.
I don't think we did. I think we talked about them all.
The public health number is, so are we approving the number that was requested? I mean, I think that's what I need to know is what number, if it's the number he requested that you guys are approving or what we're approving
Mm-hmm.
on the public health.
It's that it's that bump in that budget
Well, we need to,
to make it whole.
we need to see, you see, we just got a letter before we just get.
So I'm talking, so Dennis specifically.
Oh, Dennis is in
Dennis-
here.
Okay, so he's in there.
Yep.
Do we know if Lyman has his number, we are increasing him to? Cause that, I mean, that's what I'm saying is I'm not aware of
Yeah.
Talia,
His
Talia,
number.
Allison's or Dennis's exact number that you guys are approving.
We
just
talked
because I
about
was
all
out of-
those.
Yeah.
I was out of.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just look on his. Would be
It would be so convoluted, you wouldn't be able to pull
I know.
his.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
We'll
that
make
was
the budget adjustment in
convoluted.
July. I mean, I don't know.
So
We talked
because
about
you
it.
have all the salaries mixed
Yeah.
Right.
in there, so
I
it's
don't know,
not
but-
just his.
But it's his increase is included in what?
Okay,
It's supposed to
So-
be in.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, so even if we have to like make that mid-year, if
Mhm.
we get out of whack,
It was
come
approved.
June,
Okay.
we'll catch
Okay.
it, and so.
We'll be hearing from HR, sure.
Yeah.
I'll just make sure I'm in the talk section.
I know. We are,
We tried.
we tried. We all tried.
No,
And so, no, I know we'll have a round table where we can come sit down and talk with.
Square table, it's a square table.
Yeah, see, their salaries are all kind of mixed all over the place.
Okay, yeah, I don't know how we figure that out. So,
Maybe.
yep, Dennis
But
is
we were
good.
very serious.
Those are the ones that I needed to know. Just
I think we changed his after we had talked about it too when he came in because we had to change their income, their revenue anyway, and I think Lyman changed that at that time, if I remember
What was
right.
that for?
Dennis, the public health,
EMS or,
Dennis Shelway.
Oh.
environmental.
yeah, we talked
Yep,
about it. Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
yeah, we did.
okay.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did
we're
that.
good.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we changed the number when he came and did his
I
presentation.
don't know. I think
in
that's it.
person.
I think we figured out pretty good. We did go through
We were
everyone.
very serious.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The three of us with numbers and
Yeah.
your
We
head
did.
is spinning
I just
after.
wondered if there's any we need to state
Anyway.
for the public record because those other meetings aren't like a public meeting.
Yeah,
They're
I
just
don't
more
think so.
administrative.
I think we got them
And we
figured
have,
out.
we have a recording on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we can go back
So,
and check.
Now, county attorney, we do have one on a 1099. So that 1099 would
County
stay the
contract
same.
is still the same in there.
Contracts would stay all the same.
Correct.
Those don't change.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, that was budgeted at 100,000.
Mhm.
That's what it was
Yeah.
in that line item.
So,
Okay, with that being said, unless there's any other questions or
so
statements
we
that
have
we need to
new
make,
people that came in, did they have any
Okay.
comments or?
The budget. Okay.
Public hearing comments.
Okay.
Okay. With that, we need a motion to close the public hearing and an approval, a motion to approve it.
Just to make sure the adjustments we all agreed on, Lyman entered onto the spreadsheet. So our numbers as of now have all the adjustments we discussed, right?
We're hoping.
Yes.
We
Right?
assume yes.
Okay, because that's important. Okay, with that confirmation, a motion to exit public hearing.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor say aye,
Aye.
Aye.
and aye, so we, out of the public meeting, do we have to,
We have to approve now.
Approving
now that we
the
have
changes, final changes.
okay, so now we have to approve the budget, so we have a motion.
Motion to approve the proposed 2026 operating and capital budgets. And with that motion, we need to circle back with all the key executive staff like HR to outline the adjustments. So we're all on the same page with all the department heads, I think. I think
yeah.
before the next commission meeting, at least do like a administrative meeting to elaborate the changes so everyone's on board.
Do we want to see the increase just department heads? Do you want to see those?
Just not orientating, but from the commission's changes, making sure
Okay.
you're with the numbers, Nicole, Sam, and everyone else knows.
So basic doing the updates of figures that have not come yet, or whatever, like that.
Yep, administrative updates. We're all on the same page, kind of a thing. That way, no one's running in the dark
Is that,
moving forward.
Lyman,
I'll
I mean, you're in charge of this part, do you feel like that's appropriate how we worded it? Okay,
Yeah,
so we have a motion,
the only concern I have is next Tuesday is commission meeting itself. And we have tomorrow, that is a work day, then with Thursday's a New Year holiday, then we have Friday as a work day. And I know some people will probably make that a full weekend, and then we'll be right back Tuesday. So I don't know if Monday gives us enough time to meet.
Probably.
We
Couple
can
weeks.
throw, I mean, I can meet with Lyman tomorrow morning and get all the numbers, all the changes, and get it in a thread
yeah, but
to this body.
Okay.
Get it out tomorrow morning.
the way I see that as part of the new year, we're trying to close, I mean, this budget hearing, so that.
Okay.
So, and then, yeah, we need to have meetings about how we're gonna proceed with things and so.
So I'll
Very good.
second the motion.
Okay.
So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the motion passes. So now we have to need a motion to go back to public hearing for number 3.
So I will make a motion to go into public hearing regarding the planned compensation increase for executive county officers for the 2026 calendar year.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor, say aye.
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 So we're back. Public
Okay.
hearing, Matt.
On here, Tanner put a resolution together showing the cost of living increase of 3% for all the elected officials. According to Utah code, we have to pass this by resolution for those elected officers. So on here, you see the increase for the attorney, the county sheriff, clerk auditor, assessor, treasurer, recorder, surveyor. Just as a note on here, you had asked for no increases for the commission, the 3 of you. And so we left you off of this resolution at your wish.
And we did leave the judge off pending,
Oh, yes, true.
so he is left off of this because he's retired in that position vacant currently. And so,
And that was a different Utah code amount in there.
right,
And so, but yeah, the state will set that wage when
right.
we go through and approve a new judge.
I did have one comment that, and I don't know if, obviously we don't put it in the resolution, but if, for example, an elected official is beat or is eliminated through the election process, that this automatically is not their salary to begin, because you're asking a beginning person to assume a salary of an ending salary. So I guess just for the record,
Yeah,
that's,
and we did talk about that.
we did talk about that.
Mhm.
That we'd have to decide how that looks.
We're
So
still-
you would have that
with
next
someone
year's
starting in
budget.
2027.
Yes, we would have that next year.
Yeah.
You're right, we would.
Yes, so next
So,
year's budget, before
we could
you
determine-
adopt that, if you want to reset,
Okay,
I think you could reset.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
how the elections would work, because typically, like, did you know, Commissioner, did you know the salary you were
I did not
getting?
know I was getting paid.
I don't, that.
we work for, no,
Yeah.
not very much.
I thought this was
I
like a
wanted to
PTA,
know.
It's just for free.
kind of like
Yeah.
PTA. My
Uh-huh.
kids keep
Yeah.
saying, you're getting paid. I said, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, so I think with elected officials, it's a little bit different, but we can make that adjustment in 2026 at the end of
Yeah.
that year for that new
Okay.
budget. If you're going to.
You'll
like,
have to remember
adjust
what we
it.
said.
Okay, I will.
You will be here for sure, so.
Because I mean, you're right, Commissioner Adams coming in, going out was obviously making a lot more than 14 years of service. So you're gonna, with 3% every once in a while here and there,
Yeah,
you're gonna have a higher wage than
Yeah,
sure.
just
So-
for tenure.
Okay.
so we do have a motion.
No, public.
Wait,
Let's
we
see,
gotta have
this
public
one,
hearing.
Public
Oh, the
hearing.
public hearing, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
To open the public.
Sorry, wrong one. So this one, we just need to know if there's any members in the audience or online. I think we lost our online participant. So it's just any members of the audience wishing to make a comment with these salary adjustments for elected officers for 2026.
2026, yeah.
Any comments? Sure.
I'm not seeing anybody.
No online?
With that, you can close the public hearing.
So make a motion, to come out of public hearing.
Motion to exit public hearing.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. So now we go to a motion to approve.
Motion to approve. I'd like to make some comments.
Oh, I'll second the motion.
Okay, motioning to approve. My comments are, can we go back to the resolution? Can you fix the alignment of that? Because it's causing me some,
And it should be centered.
it needs to be centered.
Yeah.
It's going to drive me bananas. The second comment is just for the record and for the public. So I'm just noting that this salary for the elected officers is only for who the elected officials are listed in this resolution, and that's the attorney, the sheriff, the clerk auditor, the assessor, the treasurer, the recorder, and the surveyor. And that's just important to note.
For sure.
Nothing for us, so
Just free books from Nicole for me, I promise.
okay, that's a couple of papers. Anyway, so now we already have the motion, so all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, pass unanimously.
Okay. With that being said. You have commission reports next. I
Don't have any.
Yeah, that's
So we have rain left.
or the
for
adjournment,
commission
either one.
I just, as a commission report, I wanna make some good wishes, not only to the people that work for the county. We had lots of amazing people working. The more I associate with the people that work for us, the more I have privilege we have to have them working for us. And I also, I ending my third year, and I am very appreciative of the opportunity that I had so far to serve the county and to be part of this great privilege to be able to serve the people. And I think it should be a mandate that every citizen had to do public service, because then we will be able to move forward a lot quicker than trying to use time to maybe to just trying to be competitive or not understanding. So I just want to leave that and wishing every member of San Juan County, from the tiniest little one. And I was said in closing for my report, the prayer that I say every night. I said, Heavenly Father, bless the members of the county, from the littlest one to the oldest one. Bless them with protection, prosperity, and peace. And at this time, a year when we celebrate good things and we have the spirit of unity, I pray that the spirit will linger through the year. And I say this, and I will say it like I say my prayer in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Yeah, for my report, commissioners, I just want to remind everyone of a special conference that's coming up in January. This is I believe that's January 31st, right, Mac?
Mm-hmm.
That's what, yep. You should all have an invitation.
That's for the suicide prevention, being able to. We got some good speakers lined up. It's at USU on a weekend, hoping to get all the religious organizations, spiritual leaders to come so that they can help strengthen families to talk to family members and even the youth when they're stressed, and being able to communicate with your own family members about suicide and suicide prevention. It's not a great topic for many, but the more we're able to talk about it, if you're wondering what can I do to support a loved one, and what can my role be to help anyone who you recognize is struggling, that the skills to be able to engage your loved ones and community members are going to be at that. The resources will be available at that conference. So I'm looking forward to that event. Registration is important, and if you can invite as many people as we can in our county, that'd be great. And then thank you to county employees and staff. Thank you, Mac, for your support this year and keeping us moving forward with our tasks. And commissioners, Mon and Stubbs, it's an honor being among you. You guys have all the great ideas, and you help me look good because I just come in and try to be smart with you. So, but that's all. Thank you much, commissioners.
I actually have one.
Which one?
I do need to ask: are you both planning on going to the Navajo Nation State of the Nation in Shiprock on the 13th of January?
I think I'd like to go. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Because I signed up, but it would be really nice if I had my fellow people with me. If you can go.
That's
We
good.
always had to make sure that, the idea of full quorum,
Yeah. So
we are more hold to that down south than we do probably.
I'll
out here.
pretend I don't know you.
Well, that's
when
what
you're there.
Commissioner Harvey did when I walk into a meeting. He walked after me. We introducing ourselves. I said Commissioner, and he said, I'm Jamie Harvey.
Yeah, I'll pretend I don't know you. But and lastly, I want to thank Lyman also and Mac with this budget process. It took us a lot of meetings to get through this, but the hardest decision to make is being cognizant of the employees and being able to give a raise, an increase, because that's the forefront of our minds. And I'm speaking specifically for myself, maybe not, and I know they feel the same way, but trying to make all the numbers work, and it's hard. It's trying to stretch the money, and so we're glad we were able to do it this year, and just being aware of your efforts and the things that you guys do for us in the county. So thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, we wish you a good holiday to all of you, and I wanna second the voices that were expressed about the suicide prevention and education meeting that's coming to our town. I appreciate the effort of everybody, the team, every single department, every member, because we're a team. For Matt, for Lyman, Lyman's in his quiet way goes helping us with the numbers and doing all the things, elections, and so it is time for to declare candidacy again if we're gonna run. But anyway, so thank you. And with that, say Feliz Navidad and Feliz Natal.
Feliz Año Nuevo.
Feliz
Ano.
Año Nuevo. Yeah. Y Año Viejo. Anyway, so.
Do you want a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, thank you.
I could keep going forever, so thank you.
Okay, been clear on what I need then. Okay, thank you. Then let me know. All right, and then let me know when we're at that point. So, okay.